Good day, everybody. This is Kevin Hogan. I'm the author of 24 books, including The Psychology of Persuasion, The Science of Influence, and Invisible Influence. They've been translated into over 40 languages all over the world. Thank you very much for making that happen. Today, the question came in. Kev, I'm overwhelmed. I have a full-time job. I'm working all day long, and then I have to try to put together my website, and I'm trying to make a business happen. What do I do, and how do you know what to do? This is a great question. It's something that you don't have to have a full-time job to experience this. Everybody experiences this. Basically what happens is that we have this many hours in the day and we have this many things that we have to do. And that's why there's actually, this would have to be like a 10 video series, because deleting overwhelm is a very methodical process. But I'm going to give you a few key points today that'll get us going, and maybe we'll do a part 2 and a part 3 if you wish. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to literally grab your weekly planner. Never use a daily planner, never use a monthly planner if you're in business. If you work at the office, a daily planner is all you need. But if you are working for yourself, at home or at an office, yourself, for yourself, then you need a weekly planner, because everything blocks fairly well into the weekly planner. First of all, first thing you do is you're going to put time set aside for yourself each week. This is the most important thing, is that you get time for yourself. If you put down, I'm going to watch this TV show at this time, and I'm going to take a walk with my friend at that time, and this is what I'm going to do that's fun at this time. These are fun things. They're for you. They're for nobody else, just for you. That could probably be 8 hours a week. There's interesting research that shows that if people just go and do something spontaneously, they enjoy it. They have fun. That research also shows that if people plan to do that visit to Disneyland, that trip over to the Mall of America, that trip to the Grand Canyon or Las Vegas or Italy or wherever, if they plan it and then they go and fulfill their plan, they're even happier and they have higher life satisfaction and higher self-worth. So we know that by planning and accomplishing, we must get some really cool set of rewards in the brain, right? So this is what we want to do, is we want to set up this reward system first. Next up, so 5, 8, 9 hours a week, 10, something like that for yourself, 12. That's what I want you to do. And then if you have kids or a spouse or a significant other, I want you to talk with them today and say, hey, how much time would you like to spend together each week, And then you block it. And what about Sunday? And what about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? And then you fill in the hours and the times that they would like to have on the calendar. And now you have the support of your family. And you can double check with the kids, because you're going to be surprised. Maybe the kids only want 2 hours a day or 1 hour a day or 20 minutes a day. You might think they want an hour a day, but typically that's not the case unless they're young children. There are exceptions, of course, but I want you to block out family time second. Next thing to avoid overwhelm is to make sure that your friends who you really want to see. Now, this is where it gets to taking the Success Capsule course versus just having 5 minutes here on video. There's friends that you want to see, and there's friends that you don't need to see, okay? There's friends that you really wish you could spend more time with, because they just give you so much in life, and you actually give them a great deal too. So what I want you to do is I want you to contact them and say, hey, you know what? I'd like us to get together once or twice a month or 3 times a month. When should we do that? Fridays, great. Friday nights, awesome, cool. The reason I'm asking is because I'm making a monthly plan out right now, and I just want to make sure that we are on schedule. And then you call your other friend and your other friend. Now, I want you to block in time for sleep, okay? And I need you to get about 7 hours of sleep a night. If you weren't going to be doing another business, like a business project or something like that, I would say get 8 or 9 hours of sleep, but 7 will do the trick while you're building a business project. So I want you to block out those 7 hours on a scale. Great. And then I want you to finally put in the hours that you go to your work, to work at every single day. 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Okay, now it's time for you to make a promise. I promise that if it's not on my calendar and it's not an emergency or a crisis, I won't do it. Okay, so now what you do is you block in time for your project that you're going to be doing every single day. Maybe it could be growing a business, it could be writing a book, it could be creating a new video program, it could be starting to build a shed outside, it could be building a cabin, it could be anything. Okay, whatever it is, I want you to block in that time, and it's really important that this time is pretty much 7 days a week, 24/7, just like your kids, just like your leisure hours, just like your family. Okay, that's how important this is. 7 days a week. If you need to go to church one day and you're not allowed to work, no problem, take it down to 6 days a week, okay? But that's it. It's a real business project. If you want it to succeed, it's going to have to succeed. Now, when the phone rings, you don't answer it. When Facebook rings, you don't answer it. When the telephone rings, you don't answer it. When the doorbell rings, you don't answer it. Create a rule in the house. Whoever answers the door has to talk to the guy at the door. Whoever answers the telephone has to talk to the guy on the telephone. And this is what stops overwhelm. You and I like Facebook. I think it's fine. And I enjoy having met many, many nice people on Facebook, and some of them have turned into quite good friends over time. I do enjoy the experience. It's been worth it for me. Okay? But there have been days where even I'll go, wait a second. I've been on Facebook for 15 minutes? And I'm sitting here, why am I doing this? You know, I mean, it actually hits you. So you have to have your time schedule has to be showing you what you're going to do that's going to show that you made progress today on your project. This is the critical thing. Now, if you do this every single day, you won't be overwhelmed, but there is a caveat. If you're working with technology, or if you're working with something that you can't control, okay, uncontrollable factors, you are going to get overwhelmed because the technological factors and non-controllable factors, those things do come to haunt. In other words, you follow the instructions for WordPress, you try to get it up, and it doesn't work. You try to get the photo over there, it doesn't work. Try to get your SEO up, it doesn't happen. Try to get content for that page there, it didn't work. Stuff like this does happen, therefore you need to block in 1 hour a day. If you're going to be doing technological work, which you're not an expert at, make sure you block in an hour a day for troubleshooting. If you don't need the hour, you put it towards your project. So either way, you're still working on your project, but I just want you to recognize that you should expect an hour a day of problems. That's very reasonable if you're working with software that you've never done before. It's very reasonable working with software you've used every day because software gets glitches all the time. Never notice how often they update bugs? Okay, so if you do this, your level of overwhelm is going to drop dramatically. Cool? Okay guys, that's it for now. I will see you here next time.